What's up, everybody? I don't know what that was. Just being dumb. What's up, people? How's everybody doing on this? Just combine everyone doing into everybody doing. How's everybody doing on this Sunday evening, baby? Ooh, yes. Sunday evening, and we have ourselves a Tier 1 Alpha grind. I like it. Apollo X, first one here, followed by Jaden, the owner, Travis, Gamer Broski, Dysentery Joski, Starfighter. No, we'll just tell you Starfighter. What's up, everybody? What's up, Angelo? What's up? Bunch of letters. Sorry, man. English chat only. Everyone welcome, of course, but I'm not able to read that. Been sub for so many years. Well, thanks, man. Cocaine Teddy, I'm Broke Honky, Zolo Harris, what up, what up, what up? Let me get a tweet out real quick so we can get our Alpha Arena grind on. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Dearest at Marvel Champions. What should I say? Wait a minute. No, never mind. Ooh, actually. Aha, okay. Tomorrow is Canadian Thanksgiving. Monday, October 14th. For some people, it already is October 14th. So, and these guys are from Canada, you know what I mean? So, to all my Canadian friends, happy thanks, have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Personally, I'm thankful that the Tier 1 Alpha Arena is on a Sunday this week. As I am now live. Okay, there we go. To my Canadian friends, have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Personally, I'm thankful that the Tier 1 Alpha Arena is on a Sunday this week. Tweet. Alright. What's up, everybody? Let's get out of the Twitter lands. X6 items tomorrow, BG. No, Aldo. I think Alliance Quest is coming back tomorrow, right? I'm still getting over being sick, dude. It's gonna have to wait till after this this round of AQ. But then I'll be back. It will be back. BG, did you hear what happened with Fortnite? No more Fortnite? Huh? There must still be Fortnite. It's impossible for something like that to just poof. What happened, though? Alright. Let's get down into it here. Let's see. Actually, let me dump some energy first, and then we'll knock out the alpha stiffs. Can you get tier 2 alpha out of this? You cannot. You cannot. The only way to get tier 2 alpha out of the tier 1 alpha arena, currently at least, would be to sell the tier 1 alpha for a very, very small amount of tier 2 alpha. But I imagine that at some point there'll be like tier 2 alpha fragments or something. What's it called for this arena or something? They have a stream on Twitch of just a black hole, basically, like the official Fortnite channel or something. Oh, jeez. That's a cool way to build some hype. New season is late or doing something big. Man, you don't just accidentally stream a black hole. They're planning something big. That's cool. I don't play the game. I have no interest in the game whatsoever. But hey, man, can respect respect an interesting way to build hype at least. I was playing Alliance War yesterday. Mono Knight. Was on OMG. Oh, Moon Knight. I was like, Mono Knight. Moon Knight was on OMG. It was so hard because it was full moon. Yeah. Yeah, Moon Knight, he's actually pretty annoying during the right times of the month. He's tough to fight. He's tough. I've always started Omega Red. Should I take it to rank 4? Omega Red is a fantastic champion. I'm using him right now. Couple things about Omega Red. I think without his awakened ability, he's also he's a little bit different to play than the average champion, so it might take a little time to get used to get the most out of him. He also benefits from very specific masteries. Even without any of that stuff, he's still a decent champion, and you know, might be worth taking to rank 4 for you, but just, you know, keep some of those things in mind. The reason why he looks so extremely powerful here is have the right setup for it, and he's awakened and all that. I mean, Epic Games HQ is somewhere near where I live. Should I go ask and hope to not get security after me? Sure. Yeah. Why not? 1.6 million people were watching earlier today. Definitely worked for them. What? 1.6 million. Jesus. That is crazy. That is crazy stuff right there, man. Jeez. Hey BG, do you think Mr. Fantastic will have any form of regen ability since none of the Fantastic Four members have that yet? I don't know. Good question. I don't think the science class typically isn't the class that has like the most amounts of regen in it. Let's say it that way. So not a ton of regenerating science champs. So it's entirely possible that we could see all 4 hit the game and none of them have regen. I don't know what his regular abilities are. Does he have regen in the comics or anything? Or if he doesn't have regen in the comics, then I would say it's not too likely. Although it is possible that maybe that could be one of their synergies or something like that. Don't know. Gamer Broski signing over $5 saying miss and love you, dude. Gamer Broski, thank you so much for the 5, dude. I appreciate that, man. Oh, whoops. Almost just messed up the D. Let me show you how much I appreciate the 5, and this is a way that I personally return love. Slap. It almost feels normal again to do the slaps. Almost. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting better. I definitely coughed less today than I did yesterday. No promises I'm making it through the entire stream without coughing, but I'm going to try my best. Yeah, thank you. When are you doing 6.2? 100%. I'm going to get back to it after this next round of AQ. APG, long time no see. Did you hear the no pay ally now has donations? Does that even make sense to you? And Fago keeps dying? The what? The no pay alliance now has donations? I'm not sure what you're talking about. The no pay alliance? I'm not sure what that is. When Duke Nukem was getting attempted for release, I hang out with the music guys for it, smoking when I was a smoker. Dude, I love Duke Nukem. That's pretty cool. He has really stretchy appendages. Yeah, that's right. I guess I knew that about him. Brian, you were about to hit 100K. In time. I'm not in any rush. It's getting there, though. BG, speaking of Omega Red, question, will 1 point in Coagulate make him 100% bleed immune for Biohazard? Yes, that is correct. Thinking of 500 units to unlock it for that variant 3 path. Yeah, it's... If you're running Omega Red a lot, I highly recommend having 1 point in Coagulate. Just in general. Because, yeah, it will make you fully bleed immune. It's funny, man. I don't know if it's really supposed to make you fully bleed immune. It's entirely possible that it's just a long-standing bug with Omega Red ever since he was introduced to the game. But literally, there was like a post, like a... This was back, like, you know, I was still in the CCP for this one, where they were like someone asked how Coagulate interacts with Omega Red, and they actually said, no, like the 10% is like, you know, basically, it would be like he's 90% resistant, and then 10% extra, 10% of the 10% damage that you're remaining taking. So essentially, we go to 91%, then 92, then 93. So I'm always wondering, like, I hope, you know, I wonder what they're gonna do, man. It's been a long time where it's been like this. At this point, is it a bug? Is that normal? But yeah, you will be fully bleed immune, and they know about it. It's not like it's not like, oh, I'm revealing the secrets. Shh, don't tell them. No, they're aware. But anyway, later, man. Catch you on the replay. B Manny, what's up, dude? Later, man. Have a good one. So, BG, what's up, Roboto? Don't know if you see my comments about this, but I kind of started an impromptu Labyrinth run on Friday. Ooh, no units, no revives, and I'm currently at Venompool. Dude, Roboto. What? All the way at Venompool without any units or revives or anything? That's sick, man. That's awesome. I wish you took my thing and Cap Sparkles to rank 5, but both unawakened. If I can dupe them, finally over 10k prestige. Lucas, nice, dude. That's awesome, man. I'm speaking of my own prestige. To give you guys a little bit of update, it's been a while since I talked about it. I'm almost there to having what would be good prestige for my alliance, at least. Let's take a little look-see. Sup, Doc McKnife? Alright, so Phoenix is at 160, and I have some generics, so I could actually take Phoenix a little bit higher than this, but she's at 160. Mysterio's at 180. Do I have any tech ones for this guy? Okay, so I have 5 tech stones, so he's almost there to being maxed out. Namor is maxed. And then Thing is at 160. I do not have any science stones for him, but yeah, I'm very, like, once these 3 are maxed out, Thing, Phoenix, and Mysterio, then it'll be 10,634 prestige. And then I could finally stop worrying about prestige for a little bit. But man, it has taken me a long time to, or it has taken me a long time to dig myself out of this prestige hole that I was in. I'm just hoping for like one offer to come around, man. If Kabam just has 1 6-stone offer where they come out, you know, the deals where it's like 50 6-stone crystals and 30 generics or something like that, you know. If they do something like that, then I'm set. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep playing it a little bit slow. The only reason I haven't fed the generics into my champions is because based on the RNG that I get out of the 6-stone crystals, it would be better if I like split the generics up and use those to kind of like finish champions off type of thing, you know. If I just go on a streak of what's it called? If I just go on a streak that is where like let's say I just don't pull any cosmic ones, pop open like 20 of those crystals, 30 of those crystals, no cosmic ones or something like that, then I'll know to feed the generics into Phoenix, and you know, so on with the other classes too. But anyway, Christopher Cordova sent it over $2. Thank you very much, dude. Saying, you think MCOC is going since many have quit for COD? No, man, this game ain't going anywhere. I mean, I'm not a Call of Duty player myself, but those types of games in general, they don't have the lasting power of something like Marvel Contest of Champions, because they're more of like short-term fun, and people will certainly, I'm sure people will play the crap out of that game. And I like it, just in terms of like video games in general, I'm sure it's going to be very, you know, successful for a long time to come and all that. But what's going to happen is like there'll be a lot of play in Call of Duty, and that's going to lower the amount of like time in MCOC, and then it's just going to come right back because people are like, well, MCOC is something that, you know, I'm like building up this thing, you know, building up this roster, your account, and everything like that. Whereas Call of Duty, I mean, I don't know what if there's something different about this one, but typically it's not, right? It's more of that just like quick fun type of thing. But it happens for all games that get released, you know. Every single game that gets released is something that will take people's attention away, and it comes back, or some people decide to give up MCOC, but then new players download the game too, so it's a circle of video game life. But thank you very much for the 2, dude. Appreciate it. Grinded arena to get units. To get there though, it helps that I'm playing solo right now too. Okay. Yeah, no, that'll definitely help. Not with any responsibilities, alliance or something. BG, something interesting about Coagulate is Dave mentioned during his last mastery video that having 2 points decrease the duration on Omega Red. Just counterproductive for Regen willpower. Thoughts of Coagulate? Are you thinking about Suture, perhaps? I don't know, or maybe, I mean, I didn't see the video, but Suture reduces the duration of bleed. Which is something that you do not want for Omega Red. Coagulate just reduces the damage. It should not decrease the duration. If Coagulate reduces the duration at all, then it's a bug. It should be reported so that Kabam could fix it. But I personally haven't noticed any time difference. Sometimes I run maxed out Coagulate, which I'm doing now, and sometimes I only run the 1 point, and I've never noticed a time difference. But you got 3,300 units and need ISO/gold. Should I open featured Cav crystals or normal Cav crystals? Oof. I don't know. I haven't done the math to figure out like what's better strictly for ISO and gold. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know you have a higher chance to get like 5 stars and stuff like that from the featured calves, but it's possible since since the crystals are cheaper that you'd end up with more ISO and gold out of the regular ones. But I just haven't done the math to tell you. Hi Beauty, I disagree on 1 point with your 6-star theory. What is my 6-star theory? Oh, about not ranking them? Is that what you're saying? Now I'm struggling with Tier 2 Alpha, and ranking a 5-star is 10 Tier 2 Alpha versus 7 Tier 2 Alpha for 6 stars. And I can get rank 5 gem with variant offers. Okay. That's, you know, like I said, it's just advice. You're certainly welcome to do whatever you want with your own account. And there's always exceptions and stuff like that, depending on the situation that you find yourself in. But I do, you know, I do still feel that ranking up 5 stars is generally going to have a bigger impact on the account versus 4 star or versus 6 stars. Is that Lags in here? What's up, Lags? How you doing? Features better for ISO and gold, higher chance of 4 and 5 star per unit spent. Okay. That I've named my Terminator variation Windows 9 on MK11. Am I doing it right? Wow. Yeah. ABG, rank 3 Luke Cage or Red Hulk, or should I wait for a better science champ? No, those science champions are fine. They're both good. I don't know which one you should go with. Really, I mean they're different champions. Luke Cage isn't really like tied down with any synergy teams. Red Hulk isn't really either, but you know, if you have Domino or something like that, it would probably be in your best interest to also rank up Red Hulk to help out Domino. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. Generally, the way I looked at Red Hulk versus Luke Cage, because again, they're both good champions. If you think you need bleed immune or poison immunity more, you know, of course, Luke Cage bleed immune, Red Hulk poison immune, or just personal preference on the playstyle. I prefer. I like them both. I like them both. I do prefer Luke Cage personally, but I also don't play Domino. And if Domino was one of my go-to champions, then I almost for sure would go with Red Hulk. BG Battle Royale games are more like arcade games, not something with long-term progression. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice way of saying it. Is that what this new Call of Duty is, anyway? Another Battle Royale game? If so, then it's gonna be even a sharper decline, probably, than versus like other Battle Royale games, just because I imagine some people might be getting tired of the flood of Battle Royale games that have come out over the last few years. Man, it almost sounds bad the way I said that, though. Like, I hope people enjoy it, you know? Whatever people enjoy is cool. But for people just tuning in, it was just because somebody was asking if MCOC is going away for Call of Duty, but just talking strictly like population, where I think people are going on. What, happy Canadian Thanksgiving? Yeah, dude, Lags. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving, dude. What is it? What time zone are you in for compared to me? I think you're an hour ahead of me, right? It's 11:37 for you, I think, or is it 12:37? I can never remember. I think it's 11:37. So I think you got like 23 minutes for Thanksgiving. BGE, I'm using my rank 4 5-star Cole on variant 2. OG is HOP. I see why Kabam wants to balance him. Winky face. Yeah, dude. Cole, I imagine, is super fun to play in that quest. I would love to take Cole through that quest. I can imagine he is a blast to play, dude. Get him built up a little bit and just wreck. It's gotta be fun. Vote would be for Rolk, but buying since he was my first 5-star dupe. I always use him at the MCOC Challenge and NYCC, both this year and last. He's cool, man. He's cool. I definitely don't have anything against Red Hulk. BG Rich interviewed one of the guys at NYCC and said that the Cavalier difficulty will be in the near future. Thoughts? Because I knew you had mixed feelings about it. I do have mixed feelings about it. I mean, they talked about it on the forums. They kind of hinted at it on the forums at some point. And actually, I did talk to them about Cavalier difficulty too, even though I didn't have like a recorded interview. It was a very kind of brief combo. But anyway, yeah, I do have some mixed feelings about it. Like, it's probably inevitable, just because, you know, our champions and rosters are still progressing, right? So, I mean, eventually got to give people another challenge, and it could possibly even reduce the difficulty a bit of Uncollected, if there is like a higher challenge, you know. So it could be like a smoother progression path for. It could be a little bit of a smoother progression path depending on how it's done and all that. The only real mixed feelings that I have about it is like, oh god, another difficulty, you know, like, I don't know. I just hope that they I hope that they do something other than just add another difficulty. I don't know exactly what I want. Just I don't necessarily want to take away the option for people to do every single difficulty if that's what they want to do, but I don't know, man. At a certain point, there's just like it's just so much of the same quest, and most of it you're auto fighting through once you get to a certain point. But if there was some kind of way to make it less repetitive, of like just adding another thing to it, I don't know. Even something as small as like, because right now I think hold on, how does the titles? Let me go back. Let me go back to the screen real quick. And actually, before I go on with this, Bell Snickle sending over $1 saying happy birthday. Shout out to, what was that? The German Santa Claus? Was that what that was? Thank you very much, Santa. Alright, hold on. Let me see. Event quest. Monthly event. Okay, so right now, you get a title for Master that is exclusive to Master. You do not get one for Uncollected. And then you get one for Heroic and Lower. It's all the same, right? Beginner, Normal, and Heroic. Yeah. So even doing something like allowing you to not do Heroic but still collect all the titles, if that's something that you're into, I think would be a big deal. And it's a small thing to a lot of people, I'm sure, but there are some people out there that just, you know, want to collect things like that. I may or may not be one of them. So yeah, I don't know, just small things like that. I don't know if there was. Oh, actually, well, okay. Here's maybe not a small thing. Here's something that would be a bigger thing. If they didn't have all of the paths for, they could do it two different ways. Either they could have like the Cavalier difficulty just be a very short version of the quest, but make it difficult, you know, so that you don't have to go through 8 paths in a quest or something like that. Make that the more of the challenge rather than the energy dump, and then they wouldn't really have to adjust the other difficulties. Or they could do it the other way around, where they reduce some of the paths in the lower difficulties, kind of like they have with beginner right now. That would free up energy for newer players to catch up in the story quest and stuff like that. So I don't know. They could do things like that. That would be helpful. But I have a feeling if they do add another difficulty, it is just going to be, boom, Cavalier difficulty right after Uncollected. It's going to have all the paths. It's going to, I don't know. It just gets repetitive. But yeah. Anywho, let's go back to the arena. Sorry, prediction of Torch scored 2.6 million. Didn't get him. Sorry to hear that, man. What did I suggest for it? Oh, I suggested or well, not suggest, but what did I have as my estimated cutoff? My estimated cutoff was 2.6. I don't know if you've heard me say it. I've said it about 1,000,000 times. But these are just guesses, you know, and I'm trying to guess like the final minimum score that you would need to put up. You're going to want to go higher every single time. Please go higher is the first thing I say after putting down those scores, is please, please, please go higher, because it's only a guess. So I'm sorry to hear that you didn't get them, but there's always round 2, and never forget, go higher. It's impossible for me to predict the future. Only 1 fight per quest for Cavalier, like the unnamed Thanos fight would be fun. Yeah, that'd be really fun. Even if it wasn't just 1 fight, but like one, you know, a path or something like that, or even if they made it like this quest, where okay, yeah, there's 2 paths, but it's not, you know, it's not 8. Like I just don't want to do 8 more paths for the final quest, and you know, 7, 6, or whatever they are for the other ones, but it just gets to be a lot, man. It gets to be a lot. Alright, anyway. I want to be able to not feel bad about skipping heroic mode. Yeah, exactly, Hector. I don't know, man. The rewards for heroic are not amazing, but they're pretty decent. It's nice. I think they just need to adjust the titles even. That'd be nice. Please, Kabam. What's it called? I wish I did talk to them a bit more about that. It didn't really come to mind. Like wait, what did Lag say? I saw Lag say something. Where was it? I told Luke I want a Cavalier difficulty when we were all chatting. Yeah, I do remember that. And I think during that part of the conversation, I was thinking like, well, the quest team's here. Maybe maybe I'll like talk to them about it, or maybe I was thinking, because at one point Luke asked me a question. I was trying to think. It's just like letting you guys talk for a few minutes. But anywho. The cost for Suicide Masteries is your whole bank account. It is very expensive. If someone's asking, oh yeah, someone is asking, what is the total cost for Suicide Masteries? It is roughly like 6,000 to 8,000 units, depending on if you include Willpower Mastery or not. Something like that, I think. I don't know, I never forget, or I always forget. I can quickly do a bit of math. I think Willpower is 4 Carbonadium cores, Recoil is 1, plus 4 for the Bleed Mastery, 3 for the the Science Mastery. It's 12 Carbonadium cores in total, 550 units a pop for those, so that's 6,600 units. Plus, leading up to those masteries, depending on what you have unlocked, you might need to unlock certain things. Like the Recovery Mastery is fairly expensive and all that. So yeah, I'll give you a ballpark idea of it, at least, of how much it would cost in total. BG, I'm going for Man Thing. Are you? Alright, good luck. I think Man Thing, well, I guess I don't know much about Man Thing, but I think he could be cool, maybe. Brian, please tell me you talked to them about the arena system. In what way? Oh, crap. I did mean to talk to them about, damn it. I didn't talk to them nearly enough about the arena system. Barely talked to them about it at all, actually. Sorry, man. I let down all my fellow arena grinders. Damn, I went there with the intentions too of talking more about, because we had like a pretty good idea in our discussions before Comic-Con that I wanted to bring up. Where like if they did do like a selector type thing or whatever, like if you win like the top 150, then you get the selector, and if you didn't get there, then you get like a randomized crystal or something. I thought that idea was cool. yeah, I didn't really talk to them much about it. I wanna reach out and maybe try to talk to them some more. So yeah, I'll have to talk about them next. A bit like I want to talk to them before Comic-Con. You know, I mean I don't know what's gonna be possible. It's not like I can just call them up and be like, hey, what are you guys doing? It's Monday. You guys want to talk about the game? Jeez, excuse me. Banter Nader sent it over. 2 of them Australian bucks. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it, man. What, where is your message at? Where's your message at? Oh, wait, think about it. IBG, hope you're well. What would be the ideal roster for Suicide setup? I have 5-star Ghost, 6-star Omega, and 5-star Cap Marvel. Thinking of Wasp and Hood for Ghost synergy. Thoughts slash suggestions? If you have a Ghost, you have the ideal team for Suicides already. I mean, there is no, like, exact ideal team. It's... You just want at least a couple of champions that have immunities or some way to shrug off the debuffs and stuff like that. But yeah, it sounds like you have that covered. Here's the thing about Suicides too. I feel like even if you were to unlock them and decided, oh, you know what? With my champions right now, it's kind of prevented me from using some of my current favorites. Let's say like Void, for example. Void's pretty bad with Suicides. And you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go back to not using Suicides. Well, there's going to come a time where you want to turn Suicides on. And you're already going to have it unlocked. You'll be ready to go. So it's never a bad idea to unlock Suicides. If you're ever worried about something like that, it's just a quick mastery reset to change back to your old setup. I know they are expensive and everything. So if you're not totally sure on it, you could... sorry, excuse me. You could kind of build up to it slowly. But yeah, you'll never really be wasting resources by unlocking the Suicide Masteries. But no, yeah, you have some good champions for it. Ghost is amazing with Suicides. Omega Red, also amazing with Suicides. Captain Marvel, I think she's good either way. I don't have a high-level Captain Marvel, but I'm pretty sure she can be played with or without Suicides. Yeah. I would say I didn't see a Corvus on your list. Corvus is like the other big Suicide Mastery guy, the other really friendly Suicide Mastery dude. Just because he heals with you know, similar to Omega Red, he'll heal while you have that bleed on at the start of the fight, while also amplifying his damage like crazy. So so yeah, but I'd say go for it, man. If you're just like thinking about it. Something I like to call infinite value is unlocking masteries. Compared to something like popping open crystals, you don't really know if you're going to get a good champion. Even if you get a good champion, eventually, you know, you know, the game evolves and maybe you don't use that champion as much at a certain point, stuff like that. Whereas Suicides, man, I made it a goal to unlock Suicides very early on in my time playing this game. Saved all of my units to essentially unlock Suicides. That was like my first big thing to dump my units into was Suicide Masteries. Took me like 6 months or so to save up the units back then. But yeah, it's totally worth it. But dude, thank you very much for the 2 Australian bucks once again. They also said if they release Cavalier difficulty, they're going to have to tune down the rewards, which is a bummer because I can barely do completion every month. Tune down the rewards? For Cavalier or for Uncollected, are you saying? Wait. Huh? I'm not sure. Quite understand. Well, they wouldn't turn it down for uncollected, right? Because the uncollected has been the same since it was released. So I guess for Cavalier, you're saying? Have got a 3 to 4 2015 science gem and have unduped A-bomb. Should I take him up? Depends on I don't know. Do you have a need for A-bomb? There's not too many people out there that have a need for a rank 4 A-bomb. That said, personally, I think A-bomb is pretty cool, and I'd probably do it. But I also don't really have a need for any of the 2015 Science Champions at the moment. That's not true. I wish I had Captain America at rank 4. And I did use one on Spider-Gwen, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think Abomination is necessarily like the best champion to use it on, but I do think he's cool. He's definitely unique. Not a lot of people have 5-star Abominations. Thanks, PG. I was worried about saying goodbye to Blade and Void, but I think it's too easy to stick with old reliables and miss out on progressing. Yeah, I mean, and you can still use those champions. It's not, you know. Here's the thing about having suicides on. I mentioned Void is not good with suicides, but I'm more of talking about like he's not going to be able to run through entire paths with suicides. Like if you need to use them for a fight, it's not that big of a deal. You know, if it's you're gonna take damage and all that, and it's gonna feel bad like losing health for using a special one and stuff. But you'll make it through the fight. The problem is you're just not gonna have much health left for the next fight, so you just like can't do it again, really. So you still get to play those champions. Void is one of the worst when it comes to that. Blade is, I would say, still very usable because typically you're not like spamming. Well, I mean you kind of are spamming specials with Blade, but you're not gonna, you're gonna be dealing more damage overall. So it's, you're not really gonna. Then again, you might not have deep wounds. Anyway, the point is you're not saying goodbye to those champions forever, and then you could always turn off suicides if you want to. If you want to go back. Sure, when you unlock suicides was same time I did before they nerfed willpower. I did get it before they nerfed willpower. I remember getting compensation for it too. For Coagulate too, because I had Coagulate. Anna boy, if I answer your question, will you stop spamming? Because I just scrolling up in the chat, I just see your name like crazy, dude. So I'll say no. It's -3. Now please stop spamming. Thank you. Any tips on Masochism quest in Act 5? Masochism's rough. That is like a roadblock type of a quest, man. That's a tough one. I have a few tips. You can choose to adapt your playstyle a bit, or adapt your masteries a bit, or both, or I don't know. Let's just start talking about it, I guess. So, Masochism, or the way Masochism works is anytime you land a debuff on them, they're going to shrug it off immediately, and they're going to heal from it a bit. So it's difficult for two reasons. One, yeah, you can't parry stun as reliably. If you're really on top of your game, you're paying attention, you'll know that like you basically have to parry stun them twice. But it's still difficult because they're still healing from that. So you can choose to use that method of like, yeah, parry stunning twice, or you can forego your parry stuns entirely and just bait out heavy attacks to get your openings. Or, and this is the method that I actually prefer myself, you could pick up the Despair Mastery. You can pick up the Despair Mastery and then use champions that have lots of debuffs. The Despair Mastery right here, if you max it out, reduces the enemy's healing by 15% for each debuff that they have. So, for example, someone like Gwenpool is who I used back in the day. And actually, Despair was broken at the time. It didn't work. So it was more difficult back then than it would be today. But I used a Gwenpool, and as I was attacking into the enemy, I was applying bleeds. And that, most of the time, would take care of... what's it called? It would most of the time take care of the Masochism. It'd put it on cooldown, and that way I could parry stun reliably. And because I was constantly triggering Masochism, like I said, it extends the fight quite a bit, unless you have a way to reduce that healing. And yeah, if you have the Despair, you can typically keep like 3 or 4 bleed debuffs with someone like Gwenpool. And that reduces that healing by a lot. Gwenpool is just an example too. A lot of people use someone like Blade, who can also apply lots of debuffs. These days, there's a lot of champions that apply lots of debuffs. There's a few champions too that just get around Masochism altogether. Omega Red is a good example of one. If I had Omega Red back in the day, then oh boy, Omega Red would have crushed it. When you have spores, each spore has a 10% chance to reduce the ability to shrug off things, basically. So if you have 10 spores, you can parry stun. You're not going to trigger Masochism. The enemy's not going to heal. You have your parries. You have all that good stuff. It's a very difficult quest. Hopefully, some of these things will help you out in it. Yeah, just some things to keep in mind. It's tough though. So if you're struggling, don't feel bad about it at all. You might need to, just kind of wait it out a little bit, rank up some other champions, wait to pull some new champions, something like that too. A little bit of patience can always go a long way in this game. So. Diego Santa Cruz sent it over $2. Thank you very much. Saying, optimistic nihilism. Search it up. First dono. Right now, that sounds like something that would. It sounds like a big subject here. Let me do a quick search. What is? Oh, whoops! I just Googled your name instead of what you wanted me to Google. Well, thank you very much for the 2. Okay, optimistic nihilism is the acknowledgement, the lack of meaning a purpose. It's understanding that the universe doesn't care about you and you're just a speck of dust in cosmic vastness, and that you weren't assigned any meaning at birth. Well, that does sound very optimistic. Thank you very much for the 2, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, B. Dan is saying I use Sabretooth and Black Panther when I did for some fights. Yeah, there's a synergy that also prevents showing up. I think what is it? What's her name? Proxima, I think, is another champion you could use, and you could parry stun without. God, it's some of these champions I forget, man. Like I just use them so infrequently, but I'm pretty sure that's one of her abilities. But what's up, Hobbit? Hey-oh, guess who pulled the 6-star thing? What? Dude, Hobbit. Sick, man. You got some good 6-star luck, I'd say, man. Or at least lately it's been coming around, right? Because you got that Warlock not long ago. But that was out of like a Cav Crystal, right? I mean, that was even luckier, I guess. Now thing? Dude, that's awesome, man. Good stuff. I know you've also pulled duds and all that, but yeah. Word is gonna be wobbegong. Also, by the way, before I fall asleep, wobbegong. Oh yeah, the old wobbegong. I use one of those when drumming. What the heck is a wobbegong? Wobbegong. Wobbegong? Is it wobbegong? Wabba? Wabbe? Wabi. I almost want to say it's a bird. Because wasn't there like a Pokemon? I think it was called like Dugong or something like that. Hold on. Wobbegongs. Oh, someone is saying wobbegongs, but then Star saying wobbegang? Wait. Or no, gong. Okay, whatever. Wobbegong. Okay. Jesus. Oh, man. Dugong is the evolution of seal. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's right. That's right. It was okay. Maybe it sounds like Wobbuffet. It does sound like that, too. Oh, my God. Pokemon. There's so many of them. It sounds like everything. It has come around. I have a duped Hella and Yellow Jacket, so yeah. I aspired you to $6. That's true, yeah. I was thinking about it and thinking who I saw you using for, what's it called? For 6.2, and I was like, now that I think about it, I know you had some pretty crappy champs. I know you used that Hella quite a bit, actually, but... Alright, hold on. Let me think about this. Wobbegong. Wobbegong. Wobbegong is a limited time burger off of the Whataburger menu that was only available briefly in the 2005 to 2006 football season, and it was known to give ample amounts of diarrhea. That's why they had to remove it off the menu. That's a Wobegong. I don't know why. Oh jeez. Oh god, I'm sorry guys. You know what? Can that actually be my answer? I don't know. Whataburger is delicious. I've never had it. I don't know why I was thinking about it. I was trying to think of some fast food restaurant. I was like, it wouldn't be McDonald's because that'd be a Mick Wobegong. Wobegong is... Alright, actual answer coming. Right here, Star. Wobegong is... the signature fighting style of the... God, what part of the world would have a fighting style with a Wobegong? Of, let's just say in Canada. It's Canada's... Canadians invented the Wobegong style of fighting, and they're undefeated with it. Their top fighters are undefeated with it. That's my actual answer. I don't know. Don't hurt yourself, BG. Every day, Pixie Bell. Every day. What's up, BG? Also, only 68 more miles tonight. Didn't want you to throw up 2 nights in a row. That's not bad. 68, I can handle 68. But 1K miles in 29 hours since I stopped tonight. I'm tired. Holy crap, B. Daniels. That's so ridiculous, man. That's so much time on the road. Holy crap. The optimistic part about optimistic nihilism means they are aware that you're basically nothing compared to the universe, but you still live life and have fun. Awesome subject. I was just kind of joking around when I said it does sound optimistic. That's pretty much how I live my life. I don't really think I'm part of anything anything big or whatever. I just don't really... I never really attached words to it, but... Yeah. Okay, hold on. Wobegong, noun. Carpet shark. What? Any of various bottom-dwelling carpet sharks have a flattened body with intricate modeled patterns on the skin. a broad head, and long barbels near the nostrils. I like my answer better. Canadian fighting style. Oh, well, it could still be because they have like crane style and stuff like that, right? So, okay, well, if it's not a fighting style, then that's going to be my own fighting style. Just, you know, named after creatures in the world. Yeah, I practice martial arts. The wobbegong style. So it's no big deal, really. It's cooler than it sounds, but, you know, we don't need to talk about it. Sup, BG? Nice meeting you, NYCC. Gus, you too, man. It's cool meeting everybody, man. Dude, I have so many favorite things about NYCC. I know that's not necessarily how favorites work, but oh, man, there's so many cool things about NYCC. Top of the list is just meeting everybody, getting to talk in person about MCOC, and not having the other person look at you like, what the heck are you talking about, dude? Not that I've ever even tried to talk to anybody outside of like Comic-Con or whatever, but yeah, man, that part's cool. Just in general, dude, such a good time. Wobegong is definitely a type or relationship with one or more of the people. Chaotic one, maybe? Possibly. Wobegong in the arena all day? Yes. Dude, yeah, I practice Wobegong in the arena. Also, this is probably close to the 1 year mark of the first time I gave you a word to define, so thanks for putting up with it. Wow, I've learned so much in this past year. Let's see how many words I can remember. Wobegong? I remember that one. 8 hours of that 29 was sleeping and 2.5 hours for showering, eating, etc. Dang, dude. I really hate driving. I really hate driving, so yeah, man, I could not even... I would never be able to do what you do, B. Daniels. It took us a week to drive across the country. Actually, I think over a week. I think it took us 8 days in total. Was it 8 days or was it 5? Ah, crap. Now I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, whatever. It took took a week to drive across the country, and you do that like every 3 days or something. Oh man. And that 1 week was like, I never want to do this ever again. This is the worst thing ever. Actually, I shouldn't even say that. It wasn't even the worst thing ever. It was kind of cool. We took it more as an adventure, but man, still, do not want to do it again. Bumbershoot was one. I don't remember what that meant. Sounds like your butthole. Sup, BG? Heisenberg, what's up, man? Did you see that 6-star poll today? Dude, what? You got Void. I did see that. What Sig level is your Void? Is that a Sig 60? Kung Fu Master sent it over $2. Kung Fu Master, thank you very much. Saying, I have evidence that Beaver knows martial arts. Beaver Punch, Lethal Beaver, wow. And Fatality Beaver is what he is known for. You weren't supposed to tell them. Kung Fu Master. My Kung Fu Master spilling the beans right now. 55, okay. Alright. Dude, you getting ready to rank 3 that Void, man? You have any science tier 5? BG, have you watched the latest motion comic yet? I did. It was really cool, man. It was really cool. I actually want to watch it like on stream, but I'm one, browser issues, and two, that time where what's it called? Where I got hit with the copyright notice. So no. I did. I mean, I didn't watch it before Comic-Con. I didn't watch it before Comic-Con, and I felt pretty bad about it actually, because yeah, like talking to Gabe and just like know nothing about like the current story in the game. But afterwards, I went back and watched it, and dude, I loved it, man. I don't know, man. There's something really cool, just like it was basically like the different weapons and like the evolution of the weapon type of thing. And yeah, I don't know. It was pretty awesome. It's very different than past motion comics, which was cool. Damn, 655, 6-star void. Don't even have a 5-star yet. What's up, Mr. Cookieless? How you doing? Starting Cali, I'm almost to Colorado. Damn, dude. Hi, is Hulkbuster 4-star good? Not currently, no, but he may soon be. And by soon, I mean, you know, a few months. I'm pretty sure he was the one that won the recent poll of which champion to do a rework for next. So, it's not so good right now. He's honestly not even the worst, though. Like, he's kind of, I don't know. For me, he's kind of fun to use, but no, he's not good. But who would y'all take to rank 5 for Act 6? Omega Unawakened or Claire? I've got a generic awakening. Pulled Nick this morning from completing 6.2 and have all the rank up gems to rank 5 of them. Quite the dilemma. Well, I wouldn't bother awakening Claire. I'm trying to think about like the fights in Act 6 and how useful Claire would be. I'm sure Claire would be useful for them, but it's hard to not say Omega Red. Like if you're running Suicides, Omega Red is just so ridiculously strong. And he's really, I used him for a lot of fights in Act 6. 6-1 and 6-2. So yeah, if you run Suicides, the other thing about Omega Red is that I wouldn't awaken him unless you had a decent amount of Sig Stones, like 60, 70, hopefully even more than that to feed into him, because he does benefit from higher Sig levels. A lot of his damage comes from his Awaken ability, and at a lower Sig level, doesn't deal that much damage. But dude, congrats on Nick too. That's awesome. Claire, I mean Claire in general is pretty sweet too. If I had Claire, I mean, I have Mystic rank up gems. If I get Claire, like she's probably just gonna go to rank 5. She's cool. BG Hoobastank. Oh my God, Hoobastank. There's a word I haven't heard in a long time, or a name, I guess, band name. Holy crap. I don't remember what their songs were, but oh man, that was like the end of MTV right there. For music videos, at least, right? Like towards the end, at least. Hold on. Someone should have kept track of all the words and unwritten unofficial job that unfortunately no one took. Well, a lot of the words have been... Oh, yeah, okay, Star already said. I have a partial log from, like, April, basically. Yeah. A lot of the words are in that Discord, right? Do you like the special event quest this month, BG? Because I don't think so. Rewards are not good. Dude, I think this month brought back the side quest for me. This month is awesome, actually. I really like this month. I was not a fan of last month. I don't think I was a fan of the month, like the month before that. Pretty sure. This month I think is awesome though. Yeah. Like the rewards are good. It's not too it doesn't take too much time to do it. Energy wise, it's not that bad. Like of course, you know, we're always kind of tight on energy just because there's so much to do in this game, but I feel like it's reasonable enough, especially for the rewards that are given out. Like anytime they throw 5-star sig stones in there, I'm psyched. Just because 5-star sig stones are so hard to come by, and there's quite a bit this month. And I even have fun with it. To me, it's fun because there's a bunch of restrictions on it, and I know not everybody likes that. A lot of people just want to play with the champions that they're used to, they're comfortable, and stuff like that. But I've been playing this game for too long, and it gets boring without any kind of restrictions. So I like being pushed to use some like different champions. Speaking of Act 6, why didn't you stream it today? Busy, or did you finish it and I missed it? No, man, I've just been waiting to get over this sickness. I'm getting better. I'm feeling a bit better today, but no, it's gonna happen after this next round of AQ now, just because yeah, my top champs are gonna be locked in there all week. But I'm starting to feel a bit better. The 6 stones, the tier 1 alpha. Yeah, the tier 1 alpha. I'm digging this month a lot. Exactly, Falstaff. Yeah, dude, it's good. Oh, and the thing about the energy requirement too is what's it called? Yeah, it costs a lot of energy, but they give you units back. So now you have the option of like just banking the units. If you're not like crunched for energy, especially if, like the people who have the sigil, they can get a little bit extra benefit out of it. Maybe able to pocket those units, or if you don't have the energy for it, you could use those units that they're giving you to buy energy refills. So I think that's awesome. What difficulty are you doing? I'm doing the 2 highest difficulties. I'm not bothering with the first 2. I'm not even like, I know some people are doing like one-time passes through all 4 just to get the units, but I don't think it's worth it for me since I am gonna have to use I am gonna be tight on energy to get all the other things done too. So especially because while what's it called? While Comic-Con was going on, my energy was just sitting there maxing out basically. So I lost some days to that. Guaranteed tier 1 alphas for a bit of energy plus 10 units on Masters. Great, dude. Yeah, it's amazing actually. This is the best way to do champion restrictions IMO. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. BG, you see the new offer for units. Do you think it's worth it? New offer for units? There was an offer for units? Hold on. I don't see anything here. Do you mean in the unit store? This offer? Is this what you're talking about? Offers like these, it really depends. I mean, anytime when it comes to money, here's the thing: like $100 to some people is a lot of money. $100 to some other people is like, oh, they get that in an hour of work, you know. So yeah, for most people though, $100 is a lot of money, and for most people, I would say like, no, this is not going to be worth it. Save your money for something like Cyber Monday or something like that. You'll get a lot more progression out of what you're going to spend for something like that. But for people who have money and don't mind spending a bit, there's really not too many ways to get these tier 5 class catalyst fragments, and picking up offers like this that slowly get released. This is a way to get those rank 3 6 stars a little bit faster than everyone else. So I don't think it's it shouldn't ever be something that people feel like they have to get, because even if you're not picking up any of these offers, it's not going to take that much longer to get the class catalyst needed compared to like other people in your alliance, other people in your tier, stuff like that. But yeah, some people are going to jump on this because of those tier 5 fragments. But yeah, overall, not really worth it. Wait, not that offer. It's like a 20% boost for units for $30. Keep scrolling. Huh? Let me see. You're not talking about like the sigil, right? Wait, 20% boost for units for $30. I don't know. But basically, it's always going to be a similar answer when it comes to money for me. Is just like, how much is $30 for you? To me, $30 is quite a bit, and it's not something that I like. Even if I was spending on this game, 30 it would be tough to get $30 out of me, basically. So yeah, it just depends on how much $30 is to you, and if you want the stuff in there. But in general, the best bang for the buck is typically going to come from like 4th of July, Cyber Monday. Those are always going to be the biggest deals of the year. What's it called? The Summoner Sigil thing has some pretty good value in it as well. Things like that. But yeah, I didn't quite see the offer exactly that you were talking about. All right. Let's go back to the arena. IBGs and Cyber Monday deals in units. It's both. Cyber Monday has deals for money and for units. Well, at least it has in the past. Who knows? Kabam could always change something, but I don't expect to change. $30 is 2 hours of streamer for you, BG. Don't lie. Dude, I don't know if you think I'm in my parents' basement or something like that, but there's bills to pay, man. That's the kind of thing that keeps me fed. You know what I mean? $30. You know how many beans I could buy for $30? I'm doing all right when it comes to money. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea and feel bad or anything like that, but still. But anyway, please just die. Oh, thank you. There we go. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I enjoy the whole free-to-play thing more anyway, so. Beans, exactly. Dude, seriously, you could walk into Costco, slap down $30 on the counter, and say, "Give me your biggest bag of beans." You know what they'll do? They'll give you $25 back, because that's how cheap beans are. It's amazing. Will the Summon Appreciation Calendar come again? What do you think of it? If it comes again, like the 3-month thing, it probably will, but it'll probably come like in the summertime again. I don't think it's gonna come I don't think it's gonna be an all year round type of thing. I think it'll be like a once a year. I'm sure they got like good feedback from it. And I you know. I'm sure, like, they track the data for stuff like that, for like the login data, and it probably increased the amount of people log in each day and stuff like that. So, they'll probably do it again. The only one I've been picking up consistently is the $5 unit monthly deal. Always seems worth it. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I like that there's the option, even though I'm not getting it. I do like how they introduced that, like the $5 monthly thing. It's really not a ton of money, and you get some units to play around with, have some fun. The sigil I still think is overall like really good for everybody. Whether you're picking it up or not, it just supports the game, but it doesn't. Because that's the thing is like, you know, you could say that like that other offer that came around like for the tier 5 class catalyst, that is going to give people an advantage, right? I don't think it's that big of a deal where people need to worry about it or whatever. Like if you're not picking it up, maybe for those few people that are like, we need to be #1 in prestige type of thing. For those, it probably feels like a must buy, but for the most part, it's really not a big deal buying it or not. But at the end of the day, it does give someone, if they buy like multiple of those, it will give them like a sizable advantage. Whereas the sigil is like, it's much more approachable. The advantage is more like convenience. Yeah, there's some cheaper like crystals and stuff, but whatever. Like it's really not as big a deal as getting like the most rare catalyst type of thing. If it was an offer that was like 1,020 units, how much money do you think 1,000 is worth for? Like I said, man, it's all up to the individual. When it comes to money, it's something that like I really don't even like talking about, just because there's not much to say. You know what I mean? Like I would look at 1,000 units and be like, oh, I'll just grind arena for that. Whereas someone else is like, I don't have time to grind arena. I'll gladly pay, you know, X amount of dollars, and both are fine. But it's such a individual, you know, person by person basis type of thing. This just in, Gabe is talking with Epic Games about using Fortnite's Black Hole to bring the Battle Realm to PC. Introducing Royale of Champions. Coming never, hopefully. Greetings, Bald Man. What's up, Royal? How you doing, man? You know, I guess I hadn't really thought about it, but Battle Royale games are so, like, popular in general. Maybe there will be some a Battle Royale mode in Realm of Champions. I wonder. Probably not, based off of like the setup they were kind of hinting towards, but you never know. That'll be different. MCOC Royale contest Royale, yeah. I'm in a lot of pain. Uh-oh. For some reason my neck muscles are pulsating pain. Day 3 of this. Painkillers aren't working. Oof. Royal. That's not good, man. 3 days of that? Jeez. I've had neck cramps before, but I don't think I've ever had 3 days of it. Eesh. Maybe... I think Laura's already sleeping. She might have some advice, though, if you're curious about maybe getting some kind of help or whatever, or just some advice on what to do to fix it. Yeah, that's rough though, man. Sorry to hear that. Hope the pain goes away. Okay. All right, man, dude. It's so funny how like the alpha arena used to take a while to get the tier 1 alphas. Like the first time going through, well, I guess the tier 4 basic is better to compare to. Like the first time I got the tier 4 basic, oh god, man, it felt like I had to grind like nonstop for 2 days. And now I just like casually 23 rounds, get 3 tier 1 alphas. Feels good, man. This is you really like, it takes a while to build up the champions and feel like that strong a progression, but sometimes just like thinking back, ranking up your champions, even for arena purposes, matters, guys. Matters a lot. But now, I don't know what to do. What do I do, man? Maybe I should just pop some energy refills. Start going through some other content. I'm going to have to do it at some point. How much time we have left in the monthly? Ooh, still 23 days. That's quite a bit of time. What have I done on Uncollected so far? I did a single pass. Master's almost done. I kind of want to finish up Master just to get the +5 sig stones. Might do that. I'm done with the alternate reality stuff. BG, did you try the COD Mobile? No, I'm not really into Call of Duty or most first-person shooters for that matter. Or shooters, whatever, you know, third person, doesn't really matter. The last ones that I was really into was like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark on N64, you know. Since then, the only ones I've really played a small amount of Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2, never played Overwatch, never played any of the Call of Duties really, never played Fortnite, never played PUBG, Apex, none of those. What's with Batman using guns? Lore breaking? Huh? Oh, in Fortnite, Batman using guns in Fortnite is all bad? Huh. It's funny, I never even thought about that, like, he doesn't use guns, I guess. Do some Act 6? Could. Laptop gun was the best in Perfect Dark. Which one was that? That wasn't the special one that let you, like, see through walls, was it? Dude, Perfect Dark was really good. I love Perfect Dark. Man, been a long time since I thought about that game, though. Good evening, Dingus. What's up, Abdo? Having a basement to sleep in is a blessing many people dream of. It's true. That's true. Ranking up champions for arena purposes is very important. For me especially, don't know what I'd do without arena. Oh yeah, everything else. That's fair. Alright, let's, I guess let's hit Master. I do want to finish it up. It's not even that much extra energy. So. Have you gone back and played Perfect Dark? Those games did not age well. I'm sure it didn't. No, it's been a long time since I played it. It's been a long time since. Let me see what year it came out even. I also played the game when it was brand new though. So I bet especially for people who, yeah, because this came out in the year 2000. So I bet especially for people who, like, you know, maybe that's when they were born around that time, or maybe shortly before or something like that. Maybe didn't play this game until, or even see gameplay from this game until years later. It's even worse for them. I'd probably still have a good time, though. The thing about games like this is, like, yeah, they don't age well, but if everybody is on, like, the same, you know, if everybody's looking at the same screen, man, if everybody's playing the same experience, the same controls, all that, you don't need a game to be perfect. I mean, it's kind of like the MCOC arcade game. It's fun, even though it doesn't feel quite as good as like playing on mobile. But it's fun because you know everyone's on like the same control. I don't see it's just the controls. It feels horrible to play, graphics-wise, and everything. It's fine. It's just rough to move and shoot. Okay. It'd actually be really difficult for me to play what's it called? Uh it'd be difficult for me to play any console shooter, to be honest. Once I kind of transition to PC games, man, it's tough for me to go back and shooters especially. It's tough for me to go back to playing console. It took a while to get used to, like, you know, keyboard and mouse. But like after I got used to it, it was okay. No, this is it, man. There's no going back. I was playing Sonic with my buddies a couple weeks ago. So much fun. Dude, you know what I want to play? I want to play Sonic. I think it was Sonic 2. Where you were like going through the tunnel. Sonic and Tails. Play all the time with a bunch of friends, get together like OG Smash Bros. Well, Smash Bros. That game is easier to go back to a game like Smash Bros. That game had pretty tight controls. I mean, it's just in general. I think it's a lot easier to have controls when it's not like tight controls when it's not like a 3D movement, 3D space, whatever. Hi Brian, I want to buy a new device for MCOC. Do you have any advice for me, or what kind of smartphone do you use? I use an iPhone 7 Plus and an iPhone 8 Plus. One of them is my actual phone, one is like a tablet essentially. It's not hooked up to cellular. They're both good, but yeah, the newer models of iPhones generally going to be the best thing to play on. If you're looking for something strictly for MCOC, I find it to be just, yeah, a better experience. I think, you know, it used to be a bigger difference between Android and iOS. A long time ago, I actually prefer Android phones in general. And a long time ago, I was using the Samsung Note 5. And I had like 20-second loading times into and out of each fight. These days, it's not so bad. Kabam, they like made some optimizations for Android devices, and of course, devices just in general have gotten more powerful over time, so it's not as big a deal. But I have also tried to play on some of the newer Android devices, and something about it just feels like a little bit less responsive. Like the touchscreen, like, I don't know, like some of the inputs don't always take or something. I don't know. So yeah, I gotta recommend the newer iOS devices. Brian Bobbitt Grant, are you too much of a wussy to do Act 6? Oh man, I'm gonna get back in there, dude. Like, what am I'm not even gonna be here that much longer tonight. What am I gonna do? Look at one path? I kind of do want to look at the paths again. It's been a while. But listen, man. If I get more science sig stones, it's more sigs for thing, and more sigs for thing means that champion fight's gonna be easier. I need that, man. That champion fight's tough. It's brutal. Have poop expiring. I should do some Act 6 tonight, but I'm tired. Are you gonna... Dale, are you gonna call Abdo a wussy too? Huh? BG, how did you build up your fan base? I paid them, a lot of them. Most people, yeah. Paid them. I tried stripping. I actually lost a lot of subscribers when I did that, but Try that out. What else did I try? Yeah, no, cash just seemed to work the best. On a serious note, I don't know. Just making relatively consistent videos, which sounds funny now because I haven't released like a good video in a while. Just because this summer in general has been a mess. But yeah, relatively consistent quality, or not quality, just videos. If you're looking to start up a channel yourself, best thing to do is just try to help people. You make videos too? Cool. Today I learned. Yeah, just try to help people, man. It's a win-win for everybody, you know. You help people, and in return, people help you by subscribing. It's pretty cool. Or try to be entertaining. When are you going to upload a new Alliance War video? I don't know. Alliance War... Wait, let's see if I could... I don't know if I could auto-fight this one. I'm going to try. Alliance War... the paths I take, they're just really not that interesting. Come on, go Omega Red. So far, you're doing great, bud. You got this. Go Omega Red. Oh, the evade. Come on. No, 80%. Ah. Omega Red. Almost had it. Elsa cheated. Stinking evade. By the way, Omega Red is the #1 auto fight fighter I found. There's no one that auto fights like Omega Red. Noted, give BG interesting paths this season. No, dude, Doc McKnife, I'm good with my paths, alright? I'm fine with it. Just for video purposes, though, it's... Like, okay, so I take... Typically, it changes sometimes, but typically in Section 1 I take Path 3, which is the Psychic Thorns path, because I have both Omega Red and Namor. I have the best counter... Well, there's probably other good counters for it, too, but... I have strong counters for it. But there's not much to talk about. There's nothing really to comment on. Those fights, it would be the same thing every single war. What I realized after doing, like commentating on a few of them, it's like, okay, only use medium attacks and heavy attacks with Omega Red, or Namor bypasses it, and... Then it's just like, okay, it's a standard fight. There wasn't really much to talk about. Section 2 is a little bit more interesting, depending on where I go. Some of the fights are a little bit more involved, but... I don't know. At the moment, I don't exactly have plans to upload Alliance War content for this next season either. There was another reason why I stopped making Alliance War videos too, is just because I was traveling a lot, and I only record at my PC, really. I don't record anything on my phone. And all those times when I was traveling, you know, it's just... But yeah, even now that I'm gonna be home for this season, I don't know, I just don't find it that interesting. I have other cool things that I'm working on, I promise. They'll be way cooler than Alliance War videos. Well, for most people will find them more interesting than Alliance War videos, at least. And I kind of rather just put like the time into that instead of just making like the same old Alliance War video. So yeah. He paid me with 2 6-star dupes on OP champs and not buying me beer. Hashtag fan for life. Oh man. B Daniels, hey. I would have got you a beer if you came to Comic-Con this year. So that one's not even on me anymore, alright? We don't care. Post them regardless. Well, that's the thing, man. Is the Alliance War videos they take time. It's not like I just record them and upload them. You know, I still gotta record them, edit through some parts. I always like try to edit out as much of the loading screens as possible just to make it a more enjoyable watch. Do the commentary on them. You know, it's like 2 hours per Alliance War video, which 2 hours for a video is like nothing. It's one of the easiest videos to make, but it's still 2 hours of time. And 3 wars a week, that's still, you know, six hours of time where I just rather put that into something that I think people will really like, something that I'll be proud to release, stuff like that, stuff that I'll be into. Because my other piece of advice for someone starting YouTube is always to make content that you yourself want to watch. You're into it. It's just, I don't know. It makes it feel less like work and just that you're just making something cool. Because making videos, it's a tedious process. Can wear on you. But if it's something that you think is cool, you get to be creative, and yeah. Like what, a website or something? Damn you, Aaron Abdul. Now dude, upload those fights where you miss a parry and get combo KO'd. So I do have some videos recorded that I was thinking about uploading these. I didn't record any of last season, but I did record almost every war of the season before that, and I have some videos where I got my ass kicked, and I thought about just uploading those because those are a lot more interesting. The videos where I get wrecked, not just so that people have something to laugh at, but just anytime you die, it's easy to learn something from dying. You know, like you're like, okay, well, yep, nope. Here's where I went wrong. I did this, and this when I should have done this, and this. It's more interesting to talk about. So I thought about doing that. I may still at some point, but at this point the recordings are a little bit old. How long are you in your alliance for, Loki? Oh boy, like 3 years. It's been a little over 3 years now. It's been a long time. Have Alliance War vids, nobody cares about those. You've seen one, you've seen them all. See, everybody has their own opinion. Personally, I did really enjoy watching Alliance War videos. That was probably the type of video that I watched the most. Oh, look at this. This quest was easier. I didn't even lose my Omega to that. I didn't realize that was the boss. What was I going to say? I watch Alliance War videos more so than any other type of video. It's very rare that I'll click on a crystal opening video or rant style video. Like, no offense to anybody. I've made plenty of these videos myself. But just in general, I don't really enjoy watching them or like I was gonna say making them, but I do enjoy opening my own crystals, so I do enjoy making the crystal openings at least. But yeah, in general, I don't watch that stuff. I did really enjoy watching like high-level Alliance War gameplay. There was like a list of people that, like, I would always watch Heisenberg's even before he was in for Loki. I'd watch a lot of Doobs for like the season or two that he uploaded his. Legacy, some of the other, you know, there was actually a bunch of guys. Mirage Noir, watch his. do it in MNG, but I think MNG is no more, right? I can't remember what happened to all those guys, but anyway. Do my 5-star Venom recently. Should I put any Sig Stones into him? Probably not. He's an amazing champion. It's great that you duped him. I'd be psyched about that dupe if I were you. But I would just leave him at Sig 20. And, yeah. Call it a day there. He's good enough at Sig 20. What's a decent Sig level for Omega Red? I used 5-star Awakening Gem on him, but don't have a decent amount of Sig Stones. Decent Sig level for Omega Red is like minimum 60, like 60 plus, you know. He really benefits from the higher Sig levels. Sounds legit. Spends $1,500 so BJ can buy me a $5 beer. What was I thinking? B. Daniels, I'm glad you see it clearly now. Do you take Corvus Glaive to 565? I haven't yet. I haven't yet. I'm waiting. Number one goal in this game is to get a Ghost ranked up. She's by far the strongest champion in the game in like every regard. Like highest damage dealer, most utility, cheapest champion to run, fastest just in general, so saves you time. Best legend run champion. So yeah, basically for legend run purposes, I'm hoping that I pull a Ghost, and I can save myself thousands of units and basically ensure that I actually get the Legends rewards. So I'm holding all of my resources for that. If I don't get Ghost, which it's a lot more likely that I'm not going to get Ghost, then I will figure out some Plan B options, and I may rank up Corvus. At some point, I'm going to get Corvus ranked up regardless, but I just got to be careful with my Catalyst use right now. Is thing good for Prestige? He is, yeah. I got a rank 4 5-star, 1 stooped, got 36, can dump in. Well, I don't know how he scales in like the lower Sig levels, but at Sig 200, he's one of the highest Prestige champs in the game. He's over 10,600, 10,600, so. Corvus can do Legends run too, though. He could probably do it. But Ghost would be like faster, cheaper, easier. Well, I don't know about it. It depends on the nodes, but for some of the nodes, she's a lot easier to use. Yeah. What's the point of a Legend run if you already have one? Well, for Act 6, there's exclusive rewards. There's exclusive rewards that you get besides just the title. I mean, technically, anytime you get a Legends title, you also get rewards with it. But generally, for like the monthly event quest, it's just Legends points. There's like a Legend leaderboard thing. Most people don't care about that, and then you get like a tier 4 class Catalyst. When it comes to Act 6, though, you get an exclusive 6-star champion that has never been released in the game before. And it's likely going to be like a trophy champion or something. So probably not a big deal to not get it, but hey man, collector never stopped collecting, you know. Hey, Ghost isn't the best at everything, or Prestige is total trash. That's true, she doesn't have high Prestige. The one downside to Ghost. I don't even have a way of awakening her, and that's fine. I still rather use an unawakened Ghost than probably any other champion for Legend runs. Hey BG, who benefits the most from high Sig levels? I know Void and Omega Red and Infinity War cap. I was just wondering about others. Oh, there's quite a few champs that benefit from high sig levels. Thing comes to mind just because that's who I'm maxing out at the moment. Even though you could definitely play him like even unawakened, but it's cool to have high sig level for Thing. Darkhawk is one of them that I would only like rank up and awaken if I can get him to a high sig level. I mean Ghost, even though she can be played unawakened, she benefits from high sig level. What's that dude's name? Sunspot. He is like his synergies even benefit from high sig level. What else we got here? Namor, Mysterio. Yeah, I don't know. There's quite a few. I actually think Nick Fury is one of them. A lot of people may disagree, but I find Nick Fury to be like, I remember, I don't know if people have kind of changed their opinion on it or not, because I probably didn't always think this way. But I know a lot of people say like, oh yeah, 1 sig level for Nick Fury and you're good, just so you have that extra life. Because at a higher sig level, it just his health his health just drops down faster, the degen from it. But I find Nick Fury to be one of the most difficult defenders in the game, and at a high sig level, just taking longer for his health to drop down so that you can actually kill him for some fights, that does a lot. Even if it just extends the fight by, you know, a relatively short amount of time. For example, if his health isn't dropping that fast, like if his health does drop at a fast pace, you might be able to just like kind of back out, dash back to the left side of the screen, wait for that health degen to take place. But if it's happening at a slow rate, you're gonna get backed up against the wall, and you're gonna have to make a move before that, which means you're gonna have to feed Nick Fury power. You're gonna have to bait out additional specials. Nick Fury hits pretty damn hard, and especially on certain nodes like Aspect of War. Things can get hairy quick. So I actually think Nick Fury benefits defensively from a high sig level. Here's another odd one. King Groot. I actually really like King Groot. I might be one of the few people out there that likes this dude. I'm definitely not the only one. I've seen some other people rank 5 there, as mine's only at rank 2. I wouldn't rank this guy unless he was like max or near max sig level. But I actually think this guy would have crushed 6.2 in my itemless runs. He would have crushed it, man. The dude's so tanky. The dude's so tanky, and he actually has a decent amount of utility if you have the Despair Mastery, where you can just shut down healing. And it's going to take a while to shut it down, but you shut it down and you're good to go, man. Survive those fights. The amount of health that he gains, especially with Act 6 not having the highest attack compared to like variants, he'd have done so good. Oh yeah, but it would take forever. It would take forever, but hey man, less resets. So much better awaken though. Seems like with my 6-star ghost, it's noticeably harder to get them to come at me, and just that power gain is so nice. Even at Sig 40, my 5-star. Yeah, I have heard that. I've only played an awakened ghost. You know, my 4-star. I have never really played an unawakened ghost, not in like serious content at least. I mean, before I awakened the 4-star, I messed around with it a little bit, but I think at least. I don't even remember. I think what I did is I just tried to ignore like the extra power gain, just to pretend like if that was unawakened, you know. My goal is to take every 5-star at rank 3. Dude, me too. It's going to take a while, but it's my goal too. BG can't decide who to rank up next. I'm considering Unduped Warlock, Human Torch, Fraggle Rock, or 6-star Ghost Unawakened for double Ghost Legends attempts. Double Ghost Legends attempts, huh? That's a tough call, man. Dude, Warlock is super cool. I would love to get a Warlock. I feel like I would use Warlock all the time. That dude is so cool. Human Torch is cool too. Could get that prestige bump with Fraggle Rock. Yeah, got some good choices there. This became Cavalier. Congratulations. Awesome. But don't have any rank 5 champs. Should I try to start doing more variant content? 6.2 progression, 6.1 exploration, or what? I feel a bit lost on where to go from now. You don't have any rank 5 champs. What are you missing? Because you can get a rank 5 champ just from 100% exploring Act 5. So what I would do if I were you is, if you haven't already done that, I don't know, maybe you're missing some other resource to get a rank 5. But I would 100% Act 5, rank 5 someone targeting one of the variants. You know, so if you're fortunate enough to have a Sentinel on your roster, for example, you know, I'd like take Sentinel up to rank 5 and then try to do that variant, or an XL champion up, that type of thing. Try to go through variants, and yeah. I wouldn't worry about 6.2. Should put King Groot as an option in the next rank up roulette. Dude, you know what? I might be able to do a rank up roulette sometime soon. I don't know. I might be able to. We'll have to see. But I've been banking a lot of catalysts, so yeah. It's the dashing back to remove suicides at fight start that hurts. Yeah, it is nice how she just starts out phased. Yeah. Forgot about that part of it. I always think it's just the power gain, but yeah. How's it going, BG? Long time no see. Eggs Zeus. What's up, man? Has been a while. Hope you're doing well. I thought you always did War Season Crystal opening videos. If I was doing like an actual season, I usually made like a rankings, and it was more to show the rankings, just to kind of cap off the season. For the people who were like following along with it. And then yeah, I would usually like pop open a crystal or two, just because videos are pretty short, and just to kind of add a little bit to it, make it feel like, all right, this is what I got for that season, whatever. But if I didn't do, you know, because I didn't record anything for the season, nah. Just banking stuff at the moment. I'm getting close to having 3 6-stars to open again. It's probably going to take me until the end of the season still. But, yeah, the end of the season I should have another 3 6-stars to pop. So I'm psyched about that. You know what, actually I want to check on that real quick. Not how many fragments I have, but when... Okay, 22 days. That's what I was curious about. Whoa. Let me click off of that. I was curious to see when the 6-star pool is going to get updated. So another 22 days. Got it. BG, if you were me, had a rank 5 670. Had a rank 5 670 ghost, 47 tech, 6 stones, and let's say 368 generic 6 stones. What? Is that a real number, Abdo? Would you just max secure this level up event, or continue to save for... Oh, you're saying item use event, or continue to save for some strange reason? No, I'd probably max her out, dude. Holy crap. That's so many 6 stones. No, yeah, I'd max her out, man. And how much she benefits from levels when it only gets to 5% power gain, and obviously it won't affect my prestige. That's true. I mean, okay, so yeah, it wouldn't just be like a snap decision like, okay, definitely putting it to Ghost. Number one thing to think about when it comes to the 6 stones is prestige. But if you can have that covered, then, I mean, come on, dude, Ghost. Ghost is Ghost. I'd max her. How come free to play? Ah, it's just fun. Just enjoy it. It's free to play because of an honor system, basically. No, has nothing to do with any kind of honor system. Okay, so I'll give a slightly longer explanation. Favorite game of all time, Diablo 2. And they had they called it like ladder resets, basically like, I don't know, seasons for other games that are more recent, whatever you want to call it. Basically, your progress would be completely reset every like 6 months or so, and I always loved starting fresh, and there was just so much to do in that game, even though it was kind of old. Like, I was playing it years and years and years after it came out, but there was, God, that game just goes so deep. And played the crap out of that game. Loved it every single time I went back to it. And there was this website called D2JSP. And really, it was most known for Diablo, or Diablo 2, really. But it allowed you to like trade between games, kind of. Because you trade for a currency called Forum Gold. It was like the website's currency. And it allowed people to like buy that currency, and then they could buy items and stuff. Or you can just trade your items away in games, and you get the Forum Gold currency, right? And I never really used the Forum Gold to buy things. I always just, I would just like sell off the extra stuff that I found that I didn't have a use for. And eventually I built up a pretty good amount of Forum Gold. And I don't remember how much I had exactly. I want to say like 10, 12,000, something like that. And one ladder reset for Diablo, I was like, okay, this season I want to do something different, or this ladder I want to do something different. I want to just start out with like the best. And I want to see like what I can get done is if I have the absolute best gear from the start, man. Nothing holding me back. And at the start of each ladder reset, everything is super expensive. Towards the end of the ladder resets, you can get the best stuff for like a total of like 500 or something. But in the beginning of the season, everything's super rare, hard and expensive. And I ended up blowing like all 10,000 Forum Gold on it. But I had the best of everything, man. And I never quit the game so fast. I would never play like the entire 6 months of a ladder reset, but I would always play like 1 or 2, maybe sometimes go into like the 3rd month of it, and then I'd wait for the new season. This time I played for, I don't know, about 10 days total. It was boring. I had nothing left to do. I hadn't considered it before, but of course, if I start the game with everything, it went against the entire purpose of the ladder reset, which for me was, okay, start from a clean slate and go, do it again. That fast progress that you're getting when you have nothing, and every little thing that you pick up matters. I loved it. And when I started with everything, there was nothing to do, and I quit. I was bored to tears. And I was very sad because I feel like I had just ruined my own game experience. I didn't care about the Forum Gold. Whatever. I actually did some trades, and like I got it all back and everything, and then some. But didn't care about that. It wasn't about that. It was just I felt like I had ruined my favorite game of all time. It was only for that specific ladder, and I went back and I've enjoyed it after that. But it was a huge lesson of like, man, what's fun for me in games is, I hate to say the word earning it, because technically, like, if you're working and you're earning that money that you're like spending in the game, but like within, I want to earn it within the context of like the game itself. And I really have like nothing against anyone else spending. There is no like honor or not honor of spending versus not spending. I don't give a damn at all how you got your stuff. The only thing I care about is what is going to be the most fun. And for me, the most fun, what I learned is to not have any like outside influence on it. I want to get it through the means of playing the game. Even if I was like a billionaire and money just had like no meaning to me or whatever, I would play free to play. I'd be free to play, and I'd probably like buy stuff for other people just because that would probably be fun for me. But if I had like infinite money. But anyway, man, that was supposed to be a relatively quick story, and that story went on for a little bit. Some of the NBA 2K series, it's most fun creating a player and getting him to the NBA. Once you make it, it's like meh. Yeah, so I've realized that with a lot of, well, I mean, I've never played NBA 2K, but I could imagine it's like that for me with a lot of games, where yeah, the most fun part is like acquiring all the things. I mean, like any RPG that I've played, like it's like fun doing all the things to make yourself powerful, and then once you're like the most powerful being ever, it's like, okay, I just want to do one fight to like test my limits, to test that power, and then after that, okay, that was fun, That's it. That's all there is. It's all about the journey, man. It's all about the journey, which is why I don't think there's any real like rush. I sometimes get that question of like, or see it more often than not of people feeling like they're behind and stuff. So, like, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to say it when in this game I do put in like a lot more time and effort than the average person and stuff like that, and I am a bit farther along in this game, but I can't tell you how many games that I've just played and not worried about where I stand compared to other people or whatever, and just kind of play at my own pace. And I mean, that's how this game started out, just playing at my own pace, and it's still that way. It just so happens that I have been playing the crap out of this game because I really like it. But man, like, especially if you go back to like my older videos before I joined For Loki, it was like super casual. And For Loki, when I joined them, I mean, the reason why I joined them is because they had event minimums, but it's not like they were far along in the progression either. Back when I joined For Loki, a lot of people were doing map 5, and For Loki was doing map 3, and I didn't really care about doing like the highest level map. But then it became fun to me to do the highest level map, so yeah, like playing and having fun is always going to be different, right? Sometimes playing like just for fun means you're playing casually, and sometimes playing for fun means you're going all out and you're playing pretty hardcore and stuff. Following that logic, don't you think starting up a new account would be fun for you? For sure, it 100% would be fun. The problem is this game is very time consuming, and I just don't have time to like start up a second account and maintain it at least. But I am gonna start up a second account. I mean, I did already start a second account, but it was just for like a 24-hour challenge, and I'm gonna do that again on another account. It's just 24-hour challenges take a lot out of me. More like the streaming side of things. But I would be playing like very hardcore. And for the next 24-hour challenge, it will be the first time ever spending in game. Not on my main account, not on this account here, but on a secondary account, I am gonna buy energy refills. Only energy refills. The only thing I'm gonna buy, just to like non-stop pop energy refills and see how far I can get in a day. I think it'd be super fun. But I could never maintain 2 accounts. That would not be fun for me. The idea of doing Alliance Quest on more than 1 account is enough to make me sick. With regard to my last question, I already explored Act 5 and used up my Tier 2 Alpha to rank 4 Quake and Namor. My Sentinel is only 550, but should I try to finish exploring Variant 3 then? I probably would not. With that setup, Variant 3 would be extremely difficult. With Quake and Namor, they take a hit, and only a 550 Sentinel. It's rough. You could, if you have Namor, you might be able to do. Chapter 1 of Variant 1 is not that bad. If you have a strong mutant champion like that, it's still gonna be tough just because, man, it's tough content, but it's certainly not as bad as like the other chapters of Variant 1. Also, I hear, I've never tested it myself, but I hear that Namor is good for Variant 2 because he bypasses that reflected damage if you have him at a high sig level at least, and returns that damage too. So Namor should be very good for Variant 2. He has a person in my alliance with like 4 accounts, and their main one isn't even that strong. With 4 accounts, it's God. I can't imagine. I can't imagine having 3 other accounts than the one I'm on. Like, you know, spreading yourself that thin, it prevents you from doing all that you can on 1 account. But that is cool too. So that's the thing, man, is some people really enjoy that, and I could see that too, where somebody, you know, especially for like alliance-based activities, maybe they want to be able to control like an entire section of Alliance War or something like that, you know, like I could see some people really enjoying that, but not for me. BG final count, 1,056 miles in 29 hours and 14 minutes. Whew, B. Daniels. Man, that is a lot. Alright, anyway, guys, that is going to do it for tonight, man. I will see you all tomorrow, normal time. I didn't cough as much on stream today. As I'm saying that, I'm feeling a big cough coming on. But hopefully, that means that I can actually record the video that I want to record tomorrow and get through without coughing. So, that's exciting. There's a strong chance that I'll do that. Alright, anyway, Gamer Brosky, thank you very much for being tonight's Big D. I appreciate it, man. And thank you to everyone else that sent over a little something. It is always appreciated, guys. Thank you very much. And have a good night, everybody.